हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू टेक्स्ट बुक सुपर कोचिंग फॉर बैंक एंड इंश्योरेंस एग्जाम्स। कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? जी आई एम ऑडिबल टू ऑल। सबको आवाज आ रही कि नहीं आ रही? एक बार कमेंट सेक्शन में डाल दीजिएगा एंड वी विल स्टार्ट विद द सेशन की शुरुआत करते हैं दोस्तों। सेबी ग्रेड ए एग्जाम्स की हम बात करेंगे। सेबी ग्रेड ए एग्जाम्स के एंगल में ये हमारी बैच है एंड every Friday 6 p.m. this session will be there where we are going to discuss general awareness MCQs GA के अराउंड हमारी बातचीत होगी। GA के अराउंड हम लोग डिस्कशन करेंगे every Friday 6 p.m. keep that in mind. So general awareness especially will focus on current affairs part. That will be the major focus because when it comes to SEBI grade A exam current affairs का focus जो भी GA part में वो काफी ज्यादा होता है. So we'll try to cover last 6 months current affairs for the SEBI grade A exam. That will be our priority. That will be our criteria. So rather than wasting your time, I will start with the session. And today's session, we are going to discuss near about 20 to 25 MCQs from the current affairs section. I will discuss the news also after discussing the MCQ. दिस इज अ टेलीग्राम ग्रुप। इस टेलीग्राम ग्रुप से आप हमारे साथ जुड़ सकते हो। यहाँ पे आपको आने वाले सेशंस की जानकारी मिल जाएगी। नोट्स जो पीडीएफ फॉर्म में होते हैं हर सेशन के, वो नोट्स भी आपको इस टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे मिल जाएंगे। सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू फॉलो दिस टेलीग्राम ग्रुप। Another very important thing, a winter warrior sale is going on with the textbook super coaching. So if you are preparing for RBI grade A exam general category or the legal category, so 5499 is the offer available for you, and the coupon code, you can see the coupon code written in the bottom of this session, PUSHPAK. This coupon code will give you a very good discount on this. If you are preparing for NABARD grade A exam, again a special batch is available for you. Again the same coupon code you can use. 6 month subscription is available. Not only live classes but the test series as well as the study notes, previous year question paper, every facility is available. So don't forget to forget to avail this facility. Okay. Another thing I want to share with you, if you are preparing for all the exams together, like regulatory body super pack, in which you are going to get the RBI grade B for the next year. If you are preparing for the NABARD, SEBI, IRDA or IFSCA, all the batches will be available. 8799 for 6 months. And that is offer. Again, the coupon code is same, PUSHPAK. I'll start with the session. The first question of the day. Total 25 MCQs I will try to cover in today's session. So first question on your screen. The government of India recently announced the release of 200 rupees commemorative coin to mark an important event in India's early freedom struggle. This event, which took place nearly 2 decades before the 1957 revolt, symbolized one of the first armed resistance against the British rule, led by a brave queen of Karnataka. What does the coin commemorate? Okay, just give me 1 minute. I guess some problem happened. Don't worry, I'll start the PPT again. Yeah, things are now okay, fine. Now I guess it is visible for you people. So the question is about the freedom struggle. The 200 rupees commemorative coin was recently released by the government of India. Everyone knows when it comes to coins, the coins are always in the hands of government of India. So in 1850, before the 1857 revolt, there was a revolt in Karnataka. And what does this coin commemorate? So answer of this question is B. This coin is in the memory of Rani Chennamma. Rani Chennamma's victory in Kittur. So Kittur was that time headed by Rani Chennamma, and she fought against the Britishers and she won this revolt. So 200 rupees coin in her memory. Now historical questions they don't ask in the exam, in our exam, but it was in news recently because we completed 200 years. So there was a coin which was in her memory, in her commemoration. So of course question can be asked in that angle. So we should know about this. Again, there are some detailing about the coin. Of course, these things are not that crucial for the SEBI point of view, but if you are preparing for other exams, then you can have this information with you, that exactly what are the specification of the coin. So ये थोड़ा सा आपके लिए important factor होगा. बाकी तो इनफ है. रिसेंटली सरदार पटेल साहब की 150th बर्थ एनिवर्सरी भी हमने सेलिब्रेट की है, तो उसका भी कॉइन जो है, कमेमोरेटिव कॉइन, ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने रिलीज किया था, तो वो भी एक फैक्टर यहाँ पे बन जाता है. So this is the first question from the current affairs section. I will go to the second question. Which bank has been honored with the title World's Best Consumer Bank 2025, Best Bank in India 2025 by the Global Finance New York? So Global Finance, which is situated in New York, they honored one Indian bank with the World's Best Consumer Bank 2025 and Best Bank in India 2025. So this Indian bank got the two awards, and this is not the first time that they are getting the award. Before this also they received the award, especially the Best Bank in India award. Answer of this question is yes, SBI. Everyone knows about that. State Bank of India and SBI got this award called as the Best Bank in India as well as World's Best Consumer Bank. सबसे ज्यादा कस्टमर बेस अगर भारत की बात की जाए तो ऑब्वियसली एसबीआई के पास है. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द एसबीआई's योनो, you only need one, is having the highest customer base all over the world. If you talk about the neo banking segment, neo bank means जो banks digital angle में काम करती है, तो SBI's योनो is world's topmost neo bank establishment in the world. So of course they received this award. This award ceremony was in New York during the World Bank and IMF annual meeting. So the timing of this award is also really very significant. SBI, State Bank of India, we all know in 1955, SBI started working with the new name. Earlier it was called as the Imperial Bank of India. C.S. Setty sir, who is the chairperson right now of the SBI, you can see his photo while receiving this award on the behalf of State Bank of India. रिसेंटली देयर वर सम फ्यू अवार्ड्स जिसकी इंफॉर्मेशन मैंने यहाँ पे डाली है, इस नोट्स में भी रहेगी, और नोट्स आपको टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे मिलेगा, जिसकी इंफॉर्मेशन मैंने सेशन के स्टार्टिंग में, सेशन की शुरुआत में दी थी. एक बार उससे जरूर गो थ्रू कीजिएगा. HR Excellence Award at Fortune Leadership to Telecommunication Consultant India. Then IUCN's Kenton R. Miller Award to Director of Kaziranga National Park, Sonali Ghosh. This is a very significant award when it comes to biodiversity field. This is world's best award in the biodiversity field, and this year's this Kenton R. Miller Award of IUCN received by Indian women. She is a director of Kaziranga National Park. So question again can be asked on her. ये भी फैक्टर याद रखना. और मिसेस यूनिवर्स शेरी सिंह हम सब लोग जानते हैं, तो ये भी एक मेजर फैक्टर हमारे लिए रहेगा. बाकी तो ओके है. मैं आगे बढ़ता हूं, नेक्स्ट सवाल की तरफ जाएंगे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. How much money did SBI raise through Basel III compliant Tier 2 bond issuance? ये क्वेश्चन आपके सामने है. How much money did SBI raise through Basel III compliant Tier 2 bond issuance? Tier 2, Tier 1 bonds नॉर्मली जो भी हमारी बैंक्स होती है, बैंकों में Tier 1 कैपिटल, Tier 2 कैपिटल की कई बार बात की जाती है. Tier 1 capital of the bank is the core capital of the bank, whereas Tier 2 capital is called as subordinate capital. और बेजल नॉर्म्स तो आपको पता ही होंगे. तो बेजल 3 कंप्लायंट टियर 2 बॉन्ड इशू किया गया एसबीआई के द्वारा, एंड हाउ मच मनी डिड दे रेज? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. Answer of this question is 7,500 crore they raised recently through this bond. 7,500 crore with the interest rate or the coupon rate of 6.93%. Does this interest rate matters a lot? No. Okay, there is no need to remember the interest rate data, but how much money SBI raised from the market and depending on which bond, this can be the major factor. तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखिएगा, आपके एग्जाम के लिए जरूरी होगा. बाकी तो आप चीजें स्किप कर सकते हो, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कोई प्रॉब्लम आपको नहीं रहेगी. आगे बढ़ते हैं. How much has ICICI Bank pledged for building the new cancer care facility at the Tata Memorial Center, Navi Mumbai? Now, ICICI Bank is doing CSR, corporate social responsibility, with the Tata. Tata is already having the one cancer hospital in Mumbai. They're also having cancer facilities in Assam. So now Tata Memorial is going to open the new cancer treatment facility in Navi Mumbai. So for that purpose, ICICI Bank is doing CSR, corporate social responsibility. The question is how much crore will be pledged or how much crore is pledged by ICICI Bank for this Tata Memorial Center. So answer of this question is 625 crore. 625 crore is the amount which is pledged by ICICI Bank to the Tata Memorial Center. It will be very easy, not that difficult. The total costing of this Tata Memorial Center Cancer Research Institution will be 1800 crore, out of which 625 is coming from ICICI Bank. Suppose some Indian bank is providing funding or CSR. CSR, corporate social responsibility, is a very significant thing. That's why sometimes they do ask question. अगर ये प्राइवेट बैंक भी हुई तो भी सवाल पूछने के चांसेस थोड़े से ज्यादा होते, ध्यान रखना. The whole facility will be operationalized by 2027, which is mentioned recently by the ICICI Bank in its document. Which leading Japanese financial institution has recently announced establishment of its first global capacity center in Porur, Chennai, aimed at strengthening global operations and leveraging India's IT and financial expertise? So एक जापानीज फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन है, वो चेन्नई के पोरूर में अपना ग्लोबल कैपेबिलिटी सेंटर ओपन कर रहा है फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. The first time this Japanese institution opening their global capacity center, and that will be in Chennai, that will be in India. So what is the name of this institution? This financial institution is very famous because they are also buying more than 24% shares of Yes Bank. Yes Bank के 24% ज्यादा शेयर्स ये बैंक खरीद रही है, ये फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन खरीद रही है, जिसका नाम है सुमितोमो मित्सुई बैंकिंग कॉर्पोरेशन, SMBC, one of the very famous institution, and they are purchasing shares of Yes Bank, which was in news recently, और ये अपना ग्लोबल कैपेसिटी सेंटर भी भारत में ओपन कर रहे हैं. तो यहां पे भी क्वेश्चन पूछने के चांसेस ज्यादा है, ध्यान रखिएगा. I'll go to the next question. On which date is World Development Information Day observed annually? In current affairs, these important days and its themes can play a vital role. So there is a question regarding World Development Information Day observed annually. On which date we observe this particular day? This question is in front of you. Yes, answer of this question is the 24th of October. 24th of October is the so keep that in mind. यहाँ पे भी क्वेश्चन आपके एग्जाम में पूछ सकते हैं. 24th of October को हम लोग बेसिकली ये डे ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, वर्ल्ड डेवलपमेंट इंफॉर्मेशन डे. आई होप गड़बड़ यहाँ पे नहीं होगी. Global Media and Information Literacy Week observed every year. When is the Global Media and Information Literacy Week observed every year? So Global Media and Information Week observed 24th to 31st of October. इसका थीम भी हमारे पास है, MIL in Digital Space, Minds Over AI. Minds Over AI and MIL in Digital Space, इस बार का थीम रखा गया. Now, important days and important weeks sometimes create a problem to like retain in our mind. So you can skip this type of questions, or you can skip such kind of news, क्योंकि इसके ऊपर प्रायोरिटी थोड़ी कम होती है एग्जाम में अगर हम सेबी एग्जाम की बात करें, पर फिर भी एक बार गो थ्रू जरूर कर लीजिएगा. When is the disarmament week observed every year? Disarmament means weapons की बात हो रही है. So every country should put away their weapons, especially nuclear weapons, but unfortunately no one is doing that these days. So we celebrate this disarmament week 24th to 30th of October every year, and this is by United Nations. United Nations is the major authority. So United Nations Office for Disarmament Affairs, in 1998 this authority was established, and they observe this week every year. याद रखिएगा. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Which Indian regulatory body launched a digital monitoring system to oversee high risk ingredients used in cough syrup? Recently there was a news in India. आपने शायद देखा होगा, मध्य प्रदेश में काफी बच्चों की डेथ हो गई कफ सिरप की वजह से, और काफी स्टेट्स में कफ सिरप बैन किए गए. सिंपल क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे आपके सामने, which regulatory body has launched a digital monitoring system to oversee the high risk ingredients used in the cough syrup? In India, all types of medicines are under the regulation of one authority named as Central Drug Standard Control Organization. CDSCO is the name of this authority. Central Drugs Standards Control Organization is the name of the authority which is responsible to keep watch on every type of medicines in our country. Of course, it works with association with the Health and Family Welfare Ministry, so they are responsible for this. तो ये सिंपल से सवाल एग्जाम में कभी कभी पूछते, ध्यान रखेगा. Piyush Pandey, who passed away at the age of 70, was famously known as the father of which industry in India? I guess everyone knows, every Indian knows about him. Piyush Pandey, one of the very famous advertiser of our country, a unique identity he created for himself by creating beautiful ads. The some ads I have mentioned over here, you can see the Airtels and the Fevicol and Mile Sur Mera Tumhara, one of the very the landmark ads he was associated with. He got Padma Shri Award in 2016. He was associated with the LIA Legend Award, CLIO Lifetime Achievement Award, to one of the very famous person, and this is the name of the company he was leading when it comes to advertisement industry, and recently he died, a legendary advertiser of our country. Question number 10. At which international event was India re-elected as the vice chairperson of the COP10 Bureau of Asia Pacific Group 4? So recently, in which authority India got re-elected as a vice chairperson? Chairperson is France, and India is a vice chairperson for this, and the name is the 10th session of Conference of Parties. Okay, so doping in sports. डोपिंग इन स्पोर्ट्स मीन स्पोर्ट्स में कई सारे लोग ना अलग अलग मेडिसिन लेते हैं जो अलाउड नहीं होते, तो उनको डोपिंग इन स्पोर्ट्स कहते हैं. इसका यूनेस्को का इसका जो हेडक्वार्टर है पेरिस में, और यहीं पे कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी, और इंडिया इज री इलेक्टेड एज वाइस चेयरपर्सन. चेयरपर्सन इज ऑफ कोर्स France, and India is a vice chairperson. Now in India we have an authority for stopping such kind of doping called as a NADA, National Anti-Doping Agency, and at the world level we have WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency. So India doing a very good job. So India got elected as the vice chairman for this particular authority. I'll go to the next question. 14th India-Bhutan meeting on border management and security held in which of the following city recently? These are the current events, and they do ask questions around these current events. So of course, we need to keep these things in our mind. So the question can be asked around this. So 14th India-Bhutan meeting on border management and the security held, and it was recently held in Thimphu, which is the capital of Bhutan. So obviously, India is providing the complete border security to Bhutan, and around that, this conference was recently organized. I'll go to the next question. You can see the options of the next question in this side. यहाँ पे आप option देख सकते हो. Central government has announced that key provisions related to the nomination under the Banking Law Act 2025 will come into force from the November 1st. They have already implemented that. Which sections of banking laws deals with the nomination of deposit account, safe custody, and locker facility? This can be a very important question for the exam. From the 1st of November, we implemented some amendments, some changes for the nomination facility. Answer of this question I will discuss with you. So 5 major legislations. So this was actually Amendment Act was notified on 15th of April, and from the 1st of November, we started implementing. Under RBI Act, under Banking Regulation Act, under SBI Act, and under Banking Companies Act 1970-1980, okay, through this act, we made some changes, and changes in Section 10, Section 11, Section 12, Section 13, okay, of various acts, because there are different acts, and these acts will be implemented, and through these sections, we made some amendments, we made some changes, and implemented from the 1st of November. So keep that in mind. I'll go to the next question, question number 13. Who has been appointed as the full-time member secretary of the Commission for Air Quality Management in NCR and adjoining areas? NCR, National Capital Region. So who has been appointed as a new full-time member secretary of the Commission for Air Quality Management in NCR and adjoining areas? Arvind Kumar Nautiyal, Tarun Kumar Pitod, Shivani Tyagi, Rameshwar Prasad, Ajay Yadav. Answer is Tarun Kumar Pitode. Okay, is appointed as a new head. 2009 batch IS officer is recently being appointed. Yes, guys. Next question on your screen. These are the some few recent appointments which I have mentioned over here. तो एक बार यहाँ से भी आप go through कर लीजिएगा. Next question. Which organization unveiled the roadmap titled Reimagining Manufacturing India's Roadmap to Global Leadership in Advanced Manufacturing? So recently कौन सी इंस्टीट्यूशन है जिसने एक डॉक्यूमेंट रिलीज किया है named as Reimagining Manufacturing India's Roadmap to Global Leadership in Advanced Manufacturing? What is the name of this authority? आंसर इज नीति आयोग. नीति आयोग ने रिसेंटली, नीति आयोग अलग अलग रिपोर्ट्स प्रेजेंट करती है, उसमें से कुछ रिपोर्ट्स के ऊपर एग्जाम में सवाल आते हैं. रिसेंटली दे रिलीज 2 रिपोर्ट्स अराउंड एआई, 1 report around blue economy, and this is another report they have presented recently regarding India's manufacturing sector. Next question. Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade recently signed MOU with which organization to strengthen India's startup innovations ecosystem through mentorship, market access, and policy awareness? DPIIT comes under Commerce Ministry, and to support Indian startup ecosystem, they do sign agreements with multiple companies. So recently they signed agreement with 2 companies. One is a Primus and another is a Kotak Mahindra Bank. So to support the startup, suppose some startup they required help to develop their business, so Primus can help them. Kotak Mahindra can provide them financial support, also some technical support. So DPIIT's job is to promote India's Startup India policy very strongly. So it comes under the Commerce Ministry. Keep that in mind. Recently, some other agreements were also signed between multiple companies or institutions. Like Indian Railway signed the agreement with Map My India Maple app. Okay. Cell and IIM Jammu having the agreement. Coal India and IIT Madras is having agreement. So such kind of agreements can also be very helpful for the exam point of view. Next question, question number 15. In a major step towards equitable sharing of benefits from biodiversity resources, the National Biodiversity Authority has released 1.36 crore to local communities of Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh. Under which mechanism has the amount been released to ensure fair compensation to local biodiversity management committee? BMC, local biodiversity management committees of multiple states. Recently, Andhra's BMC also received money from the National Biodiversity Authority. So why the National Biodiversity Authority providing money to different state governments, local biodiversity management committee? The answer of this question is B. The major reason is, of course, biodiversity conservation and benefit sharing. Okay, for that purpose, they are giving the money, and this money is being given to multiple state governments. So keep that in mind. I'll go to the next question. Asian Development Bank recently signed 3 billion sovereign exposure exchange agreement with which global institution? Asian Development Bank, ADB, signed $3 billion sovereign exposure exchange agreement with which global institution recently? ADB headquarter is in Manila. So they signed the agreement with the World Bank. Now, why they signed the agreement? Suppose ADB is giving loan to some country and that loan is risky, then World Bank can help them to reduce the risk. So that's why these 2 big financial institutions came together. World Bank's headquarters is in Washington, DC. ADB's headquarters is in Manila. Okay. These 2 authorities are very famously known for providing loan to the developing country, and now ADB is supported by World Bank with $3 billion exposure exchange agreement. If suppose some risky loan is there, then World Bank can help them to reduce that risk, and that is a major factor. Asian Development Bank's new head is Masato Kanda. Headquarter is in Manila, Philippines, and 69 member countries are there in ADB. Israel is the latest entry in Asian Development Bank. What was the percentage growth in India's infrastructure output in September 2025 compared to the same month last year? Infrastructure output in September. Every month, the data comes regarding the India's GDP, India's industries, India's inflation, same way India's infrastructure. So growth is of 3%. So still leads the growth. So India's core infrastructure output 3% से ग्रो हुआ है, that will be enough for the exam point of view. I will go to the next question, question number 18. What is the name of the new web browser launched by OpenAI to compete with Google Chrome? Google Chrome सबसे फेमस वेब ब्राउजर है, उसे कंपटीशन देने के लिए चैट जीपीटी का जो ओपन एआई है, दे आर कमिंग अप विद द न्यू वेब ब्राउजर. दे लॉन्च द न्यू वेब ब्राउजर बेसिकली सो दैट लोग गूगल क्रोम के जगह इसके वेब ब्राउजर को यूज करें. तो चैट जीपीटी बिलोंग्स टू ओपन एआई and they launched recently Atlas. So chat GPT Atlas is the name of the new web browser to give competition to the Google Chrome. OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman, he describes this Atlas as a once a decade opportunity to reinvent the web browser. We all know how much in the beginning of the session, I already mentioned this is a general awareness lecture, especially focusing on current affairs. This will be for SEBI Grade A exam every Friday, 6 p.m. We are conducting this session and we will discuss current affairs based MCQs. जैसे जैसे एग्जाम नजदीक आएगी ऑब्वियसली इन सेशंस की जो फ्रीक्वेंसी वो बढ़ा दी जाएगी. राइट नाउ वी आर कंडक्टिंग वंस अ वीक ऑन एवरी फ्राइडे 6 p.m. ये ध्यान रखिएगा. बाकी भी सब्जेक्ट के क्लासेस हमारे होते हैं, इसीलिए उस तरीके से मैनेज किया गया है. Which US-based airlines announced the plans to set up global innovation center in Hyderabad? US-based airline company creating a global innovation center in India, and that is in Hyderabad, become a big news these days. No doubt about that. They do ask questions like this in the exam, so keep that in mind. So which US-based airline announced plans to set up a global innovation center in Hyderabad? So name of the airlines is Southwest Airlines. लुक, अगर किसी कंट्री का एयरलाइंस भारत में ग्लोबल सेंटर लॉन्च कर रहा है, इट्स एग्जांपल ऑफ एफडीआई, फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट. So recently they had the agreement with the Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy and they are going to open the Global Innovation Center in Hyderabad. That is a very big news, a huge news. Which company partnered with the Tata Elxsi to develop Kavach 4.0? A next generation automatic train protection system. Kavach, we all know, इंडिया में ट्रेन के एक्सीडेंट्स ना हो इसलिए कवच सिस्टम क्रिएट की गई थी. In 2008, the experiment on the Kavach system started and slowly we developed this system. Now, the private companies are involved for the creation of Kavach system. So, Tata is now involved with which company? So, answer is Nova Control and Tata. These two companies are involved with this Kavach system, okay, 4.0. But originally system was established by the Indian Railway only, but now different authorities are also involved. So that will be important for us. हमें डिटेल में नहीं जाना पड़ेगा इसका, पर एटलीस्ट कोई कंपनी अगर इन्वॉल्व है तो वी शुड नो अबाउट दैट. RBI launched Harbinger 2025 Innovation for Transformation, its fourth global hackathon to promote secure, inclusive, identity-driven banking innovation using emerging technologies. What is the theme of Harbinger 2025? Harbinger 2025 का थीम क्या है? ये सवाल, ये क्वेश्चन आपके सामने यहाँ पे पूछा गया है. जी हाँ, चलो इसका आंसर कर दीजिएगा. Hackathons है, multiple hackathons organized by various authorities. So RBI always organizing hackathon to attract new innovations, new technologies, new fintech companies. So answer for this year's hackathon is secure banking powered by आइडेंटिटी, इंटीग्रिटी एंड इंक्लूसिविटी. सो ये थीम के अंडर इन्होंने इस हैकेथॉन को ऑर्गेनाइज किया. पर्पस वही है कि नई नई टेक्नोलॉजीज, नए नए इनोवेशंस यहाँ पे क्रिएट किए जा सके. ओके, लास्ट के 5 सवाल देखते हैं. लास्ट 5 क्वेश्चन. What is the name of India's stealth frigate participated in GEMEX? GEMEX, Japan India Maritime Exercise. Recently, India की एक ship है. First, it went to South Korea, where India and South Korea had one naval exercise. Then it went to Japan, India, Japan, that is called GEMEX or GMEX, which we conducted in Japan. So name of the ship is INS Sahyadri. So INS Sahyadri first went to South Korea, where we had one exercise, no specific name for that. Then they came to Japan. With Japan, we have the name called as a GEMEX or GMEX, whatever the pronunciation you can give, that is a factor. So INS Sahyadri is the name of the ship. They do ask question like this in the exam. Keep that in mind. What is the primary purpose of Pratibha Setu portal launched by PM Modi? Recently, Prime Minister of India launched Pratibha Setu portal. So, what is the purpose of this Pratibha Setu portal? That is a question in front of you, and this portal is for UPSC candidates. First of all, I will give the full form of Pratibha Setu. Stands for Professional Resource and Talent Integration Bridge for Hiring Aspirants. So those UPSC aspirants who appeared for the interviews but unfortunately not able to clear the UPSC interviews, they can get the chance to uh, get a good job depending on the recommendation of the UPSC, because reaching up to the UPSC interview is a very big thing. So they can get the chance to appear or to go for the UPSC job or the other kind of job, not UPSC but other kind of job. So for the reference point of view, this Pratibha Setu is being created. So second gateway for UPSC aspirants to shine beyond the examination, and that is a concept launched recently by the Prime Minister of India, and UPSC started this concept. Maharashtra government recently issued a gazette notification renaming Aurangabad railway station. What is the new official name of the station reflecting a tribute to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's son? Answer is Chhatrapati Sambhaji Station. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar is a name given to Aurangabad. Already the name of the city, name of the district is being changed. Now the railway station's name is also being changed. In India, we know the changing name is a very kind of a very frequent thing these days. So Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar is the name given. Second last question of the day. Which Indian city has become the first to launch fully operational real-time flood forecasting spatial decision support system? So real-time flood forecasting and spatial decision support system किसके द्वारा क्रिएट किया गया? तो आंसर इज चेन्नई विद द हेल्प ऑफ वर्ल्ड बैंक. वर्ल्ड बैंक फंडेड तमिलनाडु गवर्नमेंट. चेन्नई में फ्लडिंग आती है, स्पेशली रिट्रेटिंग मानसून के टाइम पे कई बार फ्लड आता है. तो इंडिया की पहली सिटी है जहां पे रियल टाइम फ्लड फोरकास्टिंग डिसीजन सपोर्ट सिस्टम वर्क करेगा, एंड दैट इज द सिनेरियो ओवर हियर. ध्यान रखिएगा, एग्जाम के लिए बहुत जरूरी है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है, क्वेश्चन पूछने के चांसेस ज्यादा रहेंगे. एंड वर्ल्ड बैंक फंडेड द होल सिस्टम. द लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द डे. Who received an award from the President of India for outstanding contribution to PM Janaman? PM Janaman Yojana is created in 2023 for the sake of development of tribal areas, especially tribal villages. This Yojana is under Tribal Affairs Ministry, but other ministries are also involved because we want to develop holistically or holistic development of the tribal areas. For that purpose, we launch PM Janaman, and under the PM Janaman, various ministries are involved. So, Women and Child Development Ministry got the award for the Anganwadi development in these areas. PM Janaman's full form is Pradhan Mantri Janajati Adivasi Nyay Maha Abhiyan. The Yojana is implemented by Tribal Affairs Ministry with the help of other ministries so that we can do holistic development of tribal areas, and for that purpose Women and Child Development Ministry Secretary Sahab got the award for the better implementation of this. तो यस गाइस, दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड फॉर द डे. नोट्स आपको टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे मिलेंगे जिसकी इंफॉर्मेशन लेक्चर के शुरुआत में मैंने दी थी. एक और बात याद रखिएगा, विंटर वॉरियर ऑफर हमारी चल रही है. सेबी ग्रेड ए एग्जाम के ऊपर आपको डिस्काउंट यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. कूपन कोड कौन सा यूज करना है नीचे लिखा हुआ है, PUSHPAK, ध्यान रखिएगा. इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नाबार्ड ग्रेड ए, उसके लिए भी डिस्काउंट ऑफर हमारे पास अवेलेबल है. And if you are preparing for all the regulatory and supervisory body exams like RBI, NABARD, SEBI, IRDA, IFSCA, so all the batches will be available in one super pack for 6 months subscription, 8799. Coupon code is mentioned in the bottom. That's it from my side for the day. We'll see you in the next Friday, 6 p.m. We'll discuss more MCQs from the current affairs section. That's it, guys. Bye bye. Take care.